Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Pat, and today we're going to take a look at the Dungeon Pack mod. And what this mod does is it adds in a bunch of randomly generated structures. They have all kinds of treasures and spawners as well. And some of them are just completely epic, like this ship right here. It is really an awesome ship. Before we get started, before I jump in there, show you guys everything this has to offer, I just wanted to say that the ship is not actually in the mod unless you add it in the config file. The problem with it is that there's nothing in the chest, and that's probably why they didn't add it. So if you want to do that, feel free to. And also, I made it so stuff spawns like crazy, so I can show you guys everything. You won't find two ships next to each other like this, but you can always mess around with it in the config file if you would like to. Anyways, let's jump in here and just take a look at this ship. It is just an awesome ship. Look how much effort was put into it. There's just like, it's so like intricate designed. It's just really great. And yeah, probably more effort was put into this ship than like in half the mods that I've seen. But yeah, I'm gonna go in here and show you guys that there are tons and tons of chests in here and lots of mobs as well. I'm assuming there's spawners like under the floor or something like that. But there's nothing in here yet, and that's probably why they didn't add this one in yet. But it's gonna be completely awesome. It's just so sick. I'll show you guys maybe a little bit more of this ship, and then we'll get on to some of the other stuff. But there is so much stuff that I don't want this review to take, you know, forever. It was just a complete fail. I just like jumped right into the side of the ship. But yeah, there's all kinds of ways to go in here, and there's TNT as well, so I'm not sure if there's going to be like, you know, traps and stuff, because some of them actually do have some pretty dangerous traps. But yeah, that's about all there is to really show. I don't want to go too in depth with it. You can actually see over here, there's some smaller things, and these are just some tiny ships. And these are done. They have stuff in them. They should, at least. I hope so. And here, yeah, a bunch of bread. So, you know, cool little thing you're going to find every once in a while. And there is a third kind of ship as well. This really small ship over here, a little bit bigger than the other one. It has a spawner on it, so this one's actually a bit dangerous. Let's check out the chests. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Oh, here's some stuff. Okay, a flame 1 enchanted book, feather falling 1, a saddle, and some other stuff. So you're going to get lots of useful stuff in this mod, guys, and nothing in this one. Alright guys, here is a really cool one. It's basically like a flying house, and there's spawners here too. I think they might be blaze spawners. Let's just get a little closer and take a look. And I love the trees. The trees are made of glowstone and obsidian. I pronounced it right that time, I think, right? I know I always say it wrong. People always say it, so I tried really hard that time. But yeah, there's some chests in here, and a book, some bookshelves, glass bottles, nether warts. And here, you know, some more stuff, about the same amount of stuff. Alright, and let's go upstairs. I think that there is one more chest in here. Oh, I forgot about this. There's a couple enchantment tables up here too, so that's really cool. I really like how they like set this up. So many cool structures. This right here is basically just a flying city. This one is so cool. There's even like villagers around, and there are tons of treasures, tons of them. Here is an Eye of Ender in this one actually. And yeah, it's just a really big city. Here's some cobblestone. I noticed that in the houses, usually there isn't much. There's like 4 pieces of cobblestone, 4 pieces of like bread, 4 pieces of like grass or something like that. Not too much in there, but there are some chests that actually do have some good stuff. Like this one right here, Smite 4, that's pretty damn good, with a saddle here and some other stuff. But yeah, this is like a huge town right here, and there's actually animals around as well. Like I see some over there, but there's like a pool. I'm assuming that's like a pool, basically. And yeah, there's like a pen for animals as well right here. There's like some sheep, some pigs, and some cows. I don't know if they're gonna die because they can't eat. I don't know on that, but this I think is so cool. Right here we have a Igloo, and the Igloo spawn in obviously the snow biomes. They're really cool though. What they actually spawn is they spawn the snow golems, which I thought was really awesome. If I can get in here, there we go. So yeah, they spawn the snow golems. It just looks really cool, and there's a bunch of chests in here, like tons of chests really. So if you go through here, it's all filled with stuff, you know, enchanted books, food, all kinds of stuff. I don't think they all have stuff in them. Let me check them. Yeah, cocoa beans, iron ingots. I mean, with this mod, you're really gonna find like a lot of cool treasures, like stuff that's gonna be really useful to you. And I believe the other side is completely filled up as well here. Yes, it is. So tons of stuff. I'm not going to go over like every single little thing that's in every chest because there's like a ton of chests here. And there is nothing dangerous here. I mean, it's just snow golems, so that's really cool. Alright guys, here is an ice fortress, which I think is really cool looking. There's a bunch of spawners in it, so this one's more dangerous. It's got like spiders, skeletons, but there's some chests too. I mean, a saddle and a bunch of things in there. I think it has like 3 chests. I see another one there. I like how I can see through the walls. Makes it so much easier on me. And yeah, a bunch of buckets, a bunch of useful stuff though. I mean, it looks really cool too. Like you could use this for like some kind of building for yourself after you destroy the spawners. Alright guys, here is a huge Obsidian Tower. It is pretty massive, and I believe is extremely dangerous. I haven't jumped into this one specifically yet. I saw one before, but it didn't generate right. So I'm not exactly sure what these pressure plates do, but I imagine it's very dangerous. And you can see there's all kinds of like traps and stuff set up around here. There's lava pouring down, all kinds of stuff. And I think that you can actually take this tower up really high too. So yeah, guys, if you climb up this water right here, you can actually get to the second level, and you see there's a bunch more mobs and stuff like that. And you're probably gonna have to get some stuff to actually build this yourself to get all the way up the tower, but it is really a huge, huge tower, and there's all different kinds of dangerous traps and stuff. It's probably one of the cooler things in the mod. I mean, obviously a lot of effort was put into it to make it like really intricate like this. There's blaze spawners, all kinds of spawners, and this really goes up high because you saw it from the outside, so you can keep traveling up this. And really far it goes, actually. Obviously, it's really dark. And I'm sorry about that. And here is some blocks of emerald right here. And this would be the treasure that you're going to get at the top. So you have to scale this whole tower, but you get 4 blocks of emerald, which is really cool. Alright, guys, right here is a swamp temple. It's actually a really cool building right here, so we're going to jump in here and check it out. Alright, let's see if we can get in. Alright, I'm trying to break everything down. I don't know where the door was. Ooh, a chest. Okay, so a chest with a bunch of stuff. And yeah, there's like nether wart and stuff growing all over the place. Here's an enchanted book, some more treasures. But yeah, there's lots and lots of treasures, as you guys can tell. Like, they didn't skimp you on that, which I like, because it's, you know, it's fun to get that stuff, because it's boring just to see structures and not really get anything out of it. But there seems to be a ton of stuff you can really get. There's all kinds of enchanted books, which are really helpful. Here's even Fortune 1, which is good. And emeralds at the top of the other one. So, you know, you can use that at any point, really, in your game. I mean, some of the stuff like food, obviously, you have by, like, far into the game, but later when you find emeralds, that's always going to be useful to you. Another one of the structures is giant pyramids you're going to find in the desert. You can see there's like a bunch of iron right here, and that's basically your treasure for this one. There is 9 blocks of iron, I believe, but you still have to be careful. There actually is a trap here. Well, it's not a trap, it's a spawner right there. So yeah, I thought at first when I first saw this that it was just 3 blocks of iron, but no, you got to be careful with this. Alright, guys, here is another epic structure, and this one is basically a giant NPC village. There's like iron golems all over the place protecting the villagers. It's just a huge village. It's really cool, and there's tons of treasures here. Like, all the buildings have like some kind of like treasure chest in them. Let's see if we can find a cooler one. I think over here, I think this one has some good stuff, some bigger chests. Yeah. Alright, Infinity 1, Punch 1, that's good stuff right there. So there's a bunch of good treasures to get. And look how many like animals there are. There's so many animals. So if you actually found one of these in your world, it'd be like so super useful because there's so much stuff for you. This structure right here, I believe, is called a mystery room, and I actually broke this block to get my way in because there is no way into this one. But all you do, you know, you come in here and there's a chest. You know, there's some bookshelves, some books, and some stuff like that. And basically, you know, lots and lots of spawners all around you, so it's super dangerous to get in here. This one right here is basically the face of a creeper. I think it's really cool. And obviously, there is a creeper spawner in here right next to the chest. So yeah, chest, couple cool things. Get some power too, some blast protection, and some food. So it's pretty cool. This room right here, you're actually not going to find flying like this. I set it to flat so more stuff would spawn. But in here is a bunch of cool treasures. We'll try to break our way in. And you can see there's like some obsidian with like, not obsidian, some netherrack with fire on it. And there's a bunch of chests with a diamond sword. That is awesome. I mean, that is a great treasure at any level. That is just awesome. So yeah, there's lots of spiders. Actually, some explosions, you know, TNT and stuff as well. So it's super dangerous. But of course, there's great rewards like diamond swords. I hope you guys are ready to see the biggest structure in this mod. And this one is called Treasure. That's just the name they went with. But normally this would spawn underground. It would be really hard to find, but the best way for me to set this up was to do it in, you know, flat so we could actually see it. And look at the size of this. It's like an intricate, like huge dungeon, massive dungeon. It's ridiculous, really. But we'll jump into it, take a quick look at it. It's so big. There's so many treasures and good stuff you can find in here. And there's even like a cake there, which is kind of cool. But yeah, this is really intricate dungeon right here. It kind of goes on, and if you actually found this underground, you'd obviously be exploring it for a very, very long time. It's so cool, really. This mod adds so much awesome stuff. And there's a blaze spawner to make it really dangerous, and I see a couple more chests over here. So let's check these two out. And this one's got a music disc. That's cool. It's always cool to find stuff like that. There's some like cauldrons around here, and also an enchanted table. That's cool. Some bottles of enchanting, so lots and lots of stuff in here. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because it's massive and it would probably take me like a half an hour to go through the whole thing. This one right here is a graveyard. I'm actually not sure if there's anything under the graves, but I want to wait till like, you know, till you guys are here to see if there's any like, oh, there it is. There it is. So there is. So there's chests right here. Some hidden chests under the graves, which is kind of cool, and some spawners under the graves as well. So, you know, it's a little dangerous, but rewards also are here too. here is a really small structure, but actually, if you go into it, it's like an area for spiders. So there's like lots of spiders are gonna spawn, and there's webs all over the place. But some cool stuff, a bunch of chests. And it's just, there is not supposed to be water here. Obviously, this just spawned in a really weird spot. But I just want to show you guys what it has to offer. Trying to get to this chest. So yeah, lots of stuff you can get. Really cool. Right here, we have a castle, basically. It's kind of like the ice one we saw before, but, you know, it's actually made out of, like, stone. So there's a couple chests, a couple cool things, knockback, a bunch of different stuff. Here's another one. And, as always, bunch of spawners to make things interesting. Right here, what we have is an Obsidian Tower, and I don't believe there's an actual entrance to it, so you have to climb up to the top unless you have a diamond pickaxe to break your way in. Very dangerous. There's a bunch of spawners on the way down, and that is where the treasure is. So let's see what is in there. And there is Smite 1, a bunch of buckets, and some food and saddles. Obviously, you could probably break in if you had a diamond pickaxe and just break your way to the treasure if you wanted to. Alright guys, right here, this one is called a Temple of Death, and there's a good reason for that. It actually, I think, already blew up on me. Like, it blows up so soon, it's ridiculous, but the treasures are still here. Like, right over here, there's a bunch of pressure plates with, you know, TNT under them, and there's spawners, so these guys just step on them right away, so it's almost instant death. You have to be really careful. But we'll check out these chests. I mean, I couldn't even get into it to show you guys. That's how, like, quick it, like, blew up. But lots and lots of food in here, and we'll check out this one as well. This one's got an enchanted book, and it's got a music disc and a couple other cool things. What we got right here is a barn. So yeah, there's barns that spawn, which are pretty cool. There's some animals in it, but I don't think they're supposed to be. Just random chance right there. But yeah, there's a couple spawners and one chest in the middle. You know, a couple cool things for you. Plus, it looks really cool, too. Alright guys, this one is a forest prison. So right here, there's like 2 chests and a bunch of spawners in here. Oh god, nothing in there. How about in here? Yeah, so music discs, some wheat, a saddle, some food, and some buckets. So, you know, it looks really cool though. I mean, like, all the structures in this mod were obviously like a lot of effort put into them to make them look really good. Alright guys, here's another cool one that spawns. I'm not exactly sure what this one is called, but we'll go into it anyway. And there's a bunch of spiders in here and some other spawners as well, and just a treasure in the middle. For a while, I was looking for a treehouse, and this is like the weirdest spawning one that I found. It's obviously the tree like spawned in the ground, so it looks really weird. But obviously it's a treehouse because, you know, the tree is in here and there's a spawner inside the tree. I just thought it looked really cool. And I'm not sure if there's any treasures or not in this one. I don't think that there is, but of course I could be wrong, and I'm sorry if I am. There's also these small little house things that spawn in the desert, and it's basically, you know, just a chest. It's like the other one I showed you before. There's one more just like this, but it's made out of wood. So there's a couple different varieties of this kind. But anyways, guys, that's about all this mod has to offer. There's 2 other structures in the nether. I just wasn't able to find them for whatever reason. I just couldn't find them, so I'm sorry about that. But if you want to download this mod, it is in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I make lots of mod reviews, so I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys next time.